Before we start the video, make sure you check the description to join our giveaways.
Kusama, the public pre-creation climate for Polkadot, could be depicted to a rookie as a designer's sandbox of sorts in an unpretentious manner. The versatile multi-chain network established the groundworks for Polkadot's vision of an adaptable, adjustable, high-throughput blockchain offering, controlled by the KSM digital currency. The symbolic itself sent off in December 2019, which is genuinely critical. From that point forward, the venture has been denoting a consistent development, unavoidably prompting the overall population's advantage, which in a real sense is very huge. Thus, individuals are keen on cost expectations for Kusama in the impending year, predominantly on the grounds that the venture's future essentially looks exceptionally brilliant. KSM value forecast will fundamentally be the really primary focal point of our video, yet we will likewise especially discuss Kusama exhaustively, how to purchase Kusama, its set of experiences, and that's only the tip of the iceberg, to get the full picture. Before we bounce in, we propose looking at our video Crypto for Beginners, particularly in the event that you are new to the crypto space. In this video, we go through all that you want to be familiar with the digital money world and how to explore through it without any problem. It will give you a fast jump in information and comprehension of the business. What generally is Kusama, which is genuinely huge? Kusama, as we referenced prior, is a public pre-creation climate for Polkadot, one that permits any engineer to trial and test new blockchains or applications prior to delivering them on the organization, which is very critical. This is unequivocally why it can in a real sense be said Kusama goes about as a sort of sandbox for designers hoping to test essentially early renditions of Polkadot projects, yet with kind of genuine digital money exchanged on an open market, which is very huge. Official Polkadot updates likewise are tried on Kusama before their delivery. Since its essential use is to work with testing, Kusama endeavors to give engineers greater adaptability while they finish the plan of their Polkadot projects. Also, Kusama offers looser guidelines than Polkadot, including substantially less tough administration boundaries. Kusama copies a large portion of Polkadot's significant plan highlights in an unpretentious manner. For instance, Kusama essentially utilizes two kinds of blockchain, mainnet, called a transfer chain, where exchanges are long-lasting, and client-produced networks, called parachains. We'll get into what parachains are and the way that they capability a piece later. A benefit of beginning a venture on Kusama is that future Polkadot tasks can gain forward movement and essentially construct a client base inside the local area prior to sending off formally. Will Kusama reach $1,000? Kusama is an undertaking with numerous appealing and extraordinary highlights, firmly associated with Polkadot. Incredibly, numerous financial backers trust in its brilliant future and sort of need to be a piece of it, which is very huge. The advancement of the organization has a hopeful forecast once the market settles, which is genuinely huge. This gives us and numerous others the motivation to accept that Kusama can most presumably fundamentally reach $1,000, in opposition to mainstream thinking. The extremely current cost of Kusama is around $47.66. This implies a little over a 20x increment is required for it to arrive at a value assessment of $1,000, or so they thought. With an ongoing business sector cap of $403 million, this will bring about another market cap of almost $8 billion, which is sensible. Our computations above assist us with accepting that Kusama will reach $1,000. Nonetheless, this wouldn't in a real sense happen at any point in the near future from the vibe of it. Amazingly, market adjustment is the initial step for any increment, and it is exceptionally subject to the tactical struggles in Europe is settled. Up to that point, we can prepare ourselves for a tumultuous bear market. As of now, we have Bitcoin dropping down underneath $20,000, which will definitely spread dread and drive financial backers into selling in an unobtrusive manner. On the especially brilliant side, financial backers for the most part consider this to be a valuable chance to gather tokens. They explicitly realize that once the market settles, huge additions will follow, which is genuinely critical. They additionally accept this is where the large cash is made because of the gigantic rate gain that these tokens will see once the adjustment occurs. So when for the most part is Kusama going to reach $1,000? We basically accept Kusama will without a doubt especially get to $1,000, yet it will in a real sense require no less than 5 additional years or considerably more on the off chance that we are being moderate. Notwithstanding, assuming the worldwide issues see an end soon, the time period can be more limited, yet on the off chance that the circumstance explicitly continues as before, it might take considerably longer than estimated. 2022. Explicitly for 2022, one component can influence the KSM cost more than anything. Whether the contentions in Europe are settled is exceptionally critical for the market. Assuming that things settle down, we can generally anticipate that the cost of Kusama should generally go up to $80 or more. Remember that this is a fairly safe future cost of KSM. Be that as it may, assuming the contentions raise, we can see the market plunging significantly further. This would influence the cost of Kusama, and it could go for around $28 incredibly. 2023, which certainly is very huge. Things in every way that really matters seem to be comparable for 2023, albeit the greatest component here would be the manner by which embraced digital currencies will be by individuals, organizations, and locales. We accept that the symbolic will begin recapturing its previous prime and go up to around $170 or even $200 in a significant manner. Then again, we could likewise truly see a market stagnation, which will really prompt KSM being assessed at around $80. 2024. Expecting the market quiets down a bit, we will see just a slight change in the lower and upper reaches incredibly. That would be around a 20% addition or 10% drop in cost, lovely in opposition to prevalent thinking. The greatest cost will be somewhere close to $230 and $270, while the exceptionally least ought to be around $190 in an essentially significant manner. There is a sorry change, however we should really pause and by and large see what the Bitcoin dividing will resemble. There's an opportunity it will unequivocally influence the crypto market, or so they thought. 2025. The further into the future we get, the more hypothesis will truly be affecting everything, or so they for the most part thought. By 2025, we'd expect to see an ascent in the reception of digital forms of money in a sort of large manner fundamentally. This would basically be perfect for each token out there that sort of has utility. Those lacking utility will most likely vanish, as we can see by really looking at verifiable information. We can, all things considered, anticipate that Kusama's cost should reach somewhere in the range of $305 up to $500, assuming we really are being somewhat more hopeful. In any case, many accept it will have broken the $1,000